Hello and welcome back to the TGG Allies campaign. We're doing level 4 and we have Favored Landlords. I don't think I know what that is. When you gain a victory card, +1 favor. Okay. There is some other thing that works kind of like that, I think. I forget what it was though. It just sounds like semi-familiar. Anyway, so we've got... With League of Bankers, that actually does not sound very strong. Because it takes a lot of favors for League of Bankers to do anything, and you don't tend to be able to gain enough victory cards for that to be a consideration. Like, if you want to power up League of Bankers, you're just going to have to go broker here. We do start with one tick of it, which is pretty impactful in the opening. But anyway, so trashing is just broker, which isn't great for copper trashing, of course. We've got plus actions from town and broker. Draw from council room, emissary, lab, skirmisher attack. There's swap stuff, importer for gains, town and council room with a +buy, voyages, or sorry, odysseys. We got voyages is definitely usually strong. Distant shore certainly looks good here. It usually is good. So the one thing with the starting favor, I could see a gardens focus strategy working out better than normal because it's gonna be easier for you to hit the gardens. That being said, I don't actually think I still don't actually think that's good. There's the skirmisher attack, and there's just lots of stuff that you can do on the board. I think we want to do some trashing with broker, so let's get a broker, and then probably a lab to start with. It could be skirmisher. We want to get started on the attacking early. I would also like an old map, but I don't know how we swing that, really. I think I'll just take the lab. Council room. Okay, well. We are going to run into, the potential of having too much money if we don't take a town soon. This turn we've got... I mean, we probably take favors next turn, right? And so we'll have 3 coins, we'll take an old map. If we keep taking favors, we're not really going to be running into too much money as a problem. I think I might just take another lab for now. All right, now we probably need that town. We have 2 ticks on the League of Bankers. And there's a lot of stuff that we want. It's hard to get everything that we want. I'd like to play with importer. I'd like to play with swap. it's difficult. I'm gonna take the town though. I would like to get a voyage. So I'll rotate to it. $7 voyage? I guess so. They're really going hard for the towns. That's pretty annoying, I have to say. Eight. I mean, we could just go double town here. Start getting some of that back. Okay. I don't really want to trigger a shuffle here. We could just trash a copper and take an importer, I guess. Or trash no coppers and take another town. Maybe that's the best thing to do, actually. Of a lab. Okay. Well, they don't seem like they want to take a voyage anyway, but there's no value to me in this sitting on voyage, so we might as well rotate. We do have more towns down here, a bunch even. We care about playing this broker. Like, if we go plus buy right now, we could take a town on a 5 and then plan to get the other town on our voyage turn. We could draw a copper. We do have one more copper down there. That would be sad. So let's not do that. All right. Yeah, maybe now we take emissary. We do have old map to create shuffle triggers. And that way we can still be gaining favors. It's gotta be that, and then that, and then that. I guess we take an estate here. We can broker it, and it gives us favors. A favor. It's a pretty valuable favor. Ooh. Alright. I'd like to get a skirmisher. I'd also like to get a swap. We start with the swap. We can use that to gain skirmishers. So let's get the swap. They have taken a lot of labs. I would not mind getting Distant Shore. Sunken Treasure. Eh, I'd rather have Distant Shore. So much for activating Emissary, I guess. That's a copper. We could swap. We'd only have 2 buys, but we could swap town out and then rebuy it. I'm thinking we get importer here. Go town distant shore. Um, just take another lab. I mean, those are low, and we could use the draw a little bit. All right, so we've got. If we play our coppers, we can get another distant shore. I think I like that. It's giving us favors in addition to everything else. Swap probably town to lab, and then maybe we can trigger the emissary. Yeah. All right, let's get the last distant shore. Our town back. And take another swap. Take skirmish. We could take a duchy. And that would bump our League of Bankers up. And then we can probably just buy province on our voyage turn. It's not unreasonable. With 2 piles gone. I mean, there's not like a third pile that's super low, but the estates with the distant shores could run pretty quickly, so... I hadn't thought about the fact that we could have gained the duchy this turn with the importer. I mean, we could do that anyway, I suppose. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we could just go super aggro here and get duchy, like province estate or something. Oh, not 10, not 11, but that's okay. Still gets the same thing accomplished. couple of gardens will not save you. It's the best card for us to have it there anyway. I guess we're going to want at least one action regardless, so let's just do that. And I think we've got the win. So it doesn't really matter what we do here, but... Importer. That's a card that doesn't do anything right now. Voyage. That's a card that doesn't do anything right now. Oh, we're one coin short of being able to get triple province with our estate. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Wait, how do we... Oh, but we still can't... Oh, no. I mean, we could trash a duchy. Trashing an estate isn't enough. Very distressing. Oh, well, I guess we could just buy the estate now, huh? Fine. Whatever. Obviously, it doesn't matter. So, what do I think was the difference maker here? I mean, they went hard for the towns early, but then we like came roaring back on that. The voyage did help with that. I think, you know, trashing estates is good. With the broker, we did also trash a copper for what that's worth. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of this was... Well, and they also bought a gold and a silver, which I don't know why you would do that. Yeah, I mean, they did ultimately have more draw, but they also had more junk to draw through for most of the game, and they didn't, like, because I generated a lot of favors, then I had a lot of extra money to buy stuff with. They only got to 9 favors, and they were sitting on 5 for quite some time. I got to 36. Which is a little excessive, admittedly, but fun. I do wonder, like, what if you just opened, like... Well, I mean, I opened broker anyway, but what if you got the broker early and then, but you didn't build, you just, like, trashed stuff and then rushed provinces? I don't know, 12 turns. I guess it's a little hard to see that that would, with the weak thinning, that would do a whole lot better. But I mean, if you were like buying duchies or gardens and then, like, maybe you open double broker, you buy duchies or gardens, maybe even estates, like, take your favors up and then you broker those things for more favors and you buy provinces or something along those lines. Like, maybe you could do I guess it's worth a shot to see what we could do with that. So we got the broker. Go back here and we get another broker. Well. Let me take a gardens. Yeesh. They're doing something completely different. Maybe not completely, but they took a skirmisher early, so. Oh, they got an old map. This gives us another coin now. But we don't need that coin. We only get to 7. Well, we might need it next turn, I guess. Maybe at some point we're supposed to take a second broker here, I don't know. Still can't hit province. Yeah, there's no way this is better. We're already on turn 8. What was the other one, like 12? 13 turns? I don't know. It wasn't... Like, this is definitely worse. I guess, yeah, the skirmisher council room thing, that could be a thing. I wasn't really thinking about that, but it'd be good. All right, now we've got province money, but it's turn 11, so do they build big enough to? I mean, they really ought to be able to beat what I'm doing. I don't know if they will, but they ought to be able to. And they never took a voyage. So now we don't need to trash this stuff. We can just trash copper. Although I guess it's not really clear why we would care about trashing copper either. It just like super doesn't matter like what's in our hands. I mean, I guess in theory we shouldn't trash copper because we could buy gardens, but why would we buy gardens when we can buy profits? Yeah, it just super doesn't matter. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe this deck is supposed to take a town at some point so that it would matter. I don't really know. Anyway, I mean, it's clearly worse. Like, my other deck would have clearly beaten this one. but it is an interesting thing. Even without the favored landlords, I think Trashing Copper produces funnier hands, which is value. Yeah, there's no way this wins against my other deck, but but that is really funny. It wouldn't the not having the favored landlords wouldn't make this like that much worse either. It would make it worse, but it wouldn't make it that much worse. So like in theory, this is a deck you could play on a board with Broker and League of Bankers. Oh, the starting importer, that definitely makes a difference. You wouldn't be able to open double Broker without that. So yeah, if you I don't know if you have a deck or a board that doesn't look strong and you have Broker, League of Bankers, importer, you have the 3-card combo. Maybe consider that. I don't know. Anyway, but like I said, the other deck was better anyway. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for level 5. Till then.